See, I don't even know if I'm recording or not. Hi. Oh, huge spider. What are those called with the daddy long legs? That's real, right? I didn't just make that up. Am I recording? I don't feel well today, so I'm not going to be eating anything. If you're not in the mood for a food-free trauma dump, see you next week. If you are, the fuck is wrong with you? In my heart and soul, I feel confident everything is fine. The downside to chronic illness spanning the course of 25 plus years that has run the gamut from like problem that is a mild inconvenience to life-threatening, oh God, is that every whinge or not quite correct something really sends you spiraling. Which is all to say, I watched last week's video back, constantly rewatching, trying to figure out what I could do better, differently. As you know, we remain in the era of trying stuff. And it occurred to me that I don't think I talked about everything, like even once. Like I referred to it in passing a whole bunch of times. If you had the context, you understood the clues. But at no point did I turn to my phone and be like, sepsis, hospitalization, job loss, trauma, mass, me. And that's so fun. But over the course of the week, this little twinge that I can only describe as a specific thing that happens when you have repeated periods of intestinal narrowing, where you can feel as your food rounds certain corners that it's entering a little skinny little tunnel. And I had that a few times this past week, and it's incredible how you can talk your way out of anything. So I'm like, my family is sick, my daughter's sneezing, I have this weird like facial swelling thing, like something she has is in my body, and something they have is probably making me unwell. And do the symptoms of a totally innocuous, will be gone in a week cold mimic my very specific and trying experiences? Or is it just a fucking cold, and because I don't have so many body parts and everything hits me here or here, am I just panicking? And there's no way to find out. I've just been kind of going overdrive the past few days, weeks. I also just don't love this like swelling, whatever's happening here. Overdrive starts to spill into other stuff, you know? I get like, I didn't even say hi, how are you? Like, let me tell you about my dysmorphia. I get, my understanding is that I was a very happy child until I was 7 years old, and then it was enough of that shit. My physical health has always played the most determining factor in what my mental health will look like. Obviously, neither has been great for a long time, but when I start to anticipate that this like safety blanket is about to be pulled out from under me, like, woo, we're going. So if I get scared something's happening, or I don't feel great, or having a lot of diarrhea this week, like more than usual, I start to panic about what I'm doing with my life. Again, that's like a newer, past 6 months kind of monstrosity. I get very dysmorphic, which I don't love. That's it. I don't know that people love that feeling. I don't love that feeling. Also, that thing happened where I've never said the words like upper bleph out loud, and that's not something elective surgery is like not really for me, given all the necessary surgery I need. That could change if I'm like rolling in it one day and feeling very healthy, and I wish everyone all the upper lefts they want in the world. But like, I'd never said that out loud. And TikTok this week wants to know why I haven't had one yet, as well as just a bunch of other shit. It also is my 34th birthday tomorrow by the time you're seeing this. So like that just combined with the fact that I have to weigh myself every day, in order to keep track of how I am digesting and absorbing and progressing. Like, not good, just like real dark and twisty. Let me check if this is recording. Okay, you fucking psychos. That's the other thing TikTok keeps telling me, is I need to be filming with my back camera, and I know that in my heart, but I just watched that and it looks awful. Awful. Here, get the blurry, cuter version of me and like it. Whatever. Have I said a single sentence? No, I have not. I never will. I never can, and I never will. I refuse to. Interesting time to be a believer. We can talk about that another time. Think, not feeling well. Stanley. Hi, buddy. Hi. Come here, big guy. Oh, you're so brave, Stan. Stanley's my brave boy. Very scared of everything. What were you scared of just now? I didn't even see anything. It's just grass. Scary. Oh, I love you. Oh, God, he smells bad. It's coming from someone who never judges a smell. The combination of not feeling well, not feeling good about myself, both professionally and physically, amplified, and an encroaching birthday, which I guess like technically marks the entry. He just got up to just sit and shit. Like he's just sitting in mulch. Shit pervades my whole life. Nope, finishing the thought. Very contemplative, more stewy than usual. Just like, it's just a stew. And my mom is just rolling a wheelbarrow on by. No one respects my work around here. I'm gonna pass $50 this month. Or I did in the month of July. Goal for August is 65. Let's dream big. Stanley has left me. He is one of the optimists around here. I am shaped like a trapezoidal, if you will. I always make such a thing of my birthday. Always, 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 no matter what. I love a birthday. I love my birthday. And I always get so fucking astronomical and reflective. Oh my God, just like to put a fine point on it. I think the combination of not feeling well, physically, emotionally, the cognitive dissonance of existing in the world in 2025, and an upcoming birthday is making me feel sicker than I may or may not actually be. Right? You've been there, you know. Okay. I get so horoscopy. I get journaling. I take stock of the year prior and set goals for the next one. And this past week, while I already wasn't feeling well, I made the mistake of opening up a journal I had been keeping pretty meticulously over the course of this past year. Blah. That was a mistake. Blah. Not the kind of thing I feel comfortable sharing, but a lot of very scary and incisive commentary on drugs while living in a hospital that I had no recollection of writing. That just broke my fucking heart. Whatever drug-addled, half-dead mess I was. Great. No, it's funny. Anyway, whoever wrote all that shit really just stuck it to me real good. About who I am versus who I always thought I could be versus motherfucker. No, isn't this the point of the microphone, that I worked so hard to try to figure out how to make work? Is that none of this should matter? None of this should matter? None of that should matter? Okay, let me just project. That's what everyone wants when they open a YouTube video, is to have shrill, depressive retrospection yelled into their faces. Oh, I hate how I look. Okay, anyway, my birthday. I feel slightly less inclined to goal set for the next year, as I am constantly getting through interview processes and then not sticking the landing. I've been shopping my memoir around for a while, looking to partner with an agent. Had an agent when I sold and wrote my first book. That was not an organic fit, though I wish him the best. And so I've been cold pitching for a wonderful friend's advice, just agents who are into, sassy lady disease fic or whatever, non-fic. And I've been aiming for the stars, not expecting to hear back. But I did this past week. A woman who was so generous and wonderful with her feedback. Like a very impressive agent who told me I was wonderful, and again, that word incisive, which I love to hear, and like abrasive in a very inviting way, which that's, again, like love to hear that. Also called what I was attempting to do the final frontier of publishing. And so she regretfully stepped aside. No one will go to the final frontier of publishing with me. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and be like, amidst my job loss and continued identity crises, I will sell the book this year, which is usually what I try to do. Though again, the goals usually look very different. I can't ever hope for or wish for health because that's too scary for me. I met up with an old friend from high school this past weekend who I hadn't actually seen in about 15 years, I don't think. And now I know he watches these, so he's going to see this. And instead of texting him, I will do the healthier thing and talk to him through YouTube. And he told me he had been watching some of these videos and that he thought I should stay the course. And I thought that was so, firstly, kind, if he wasn't lying to me. And it's interesting because all I can do, you know, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm spinning. I'm out here growing by thousands of percentages, and I'm monetizing, and I'm cutting, and I'm producing, and I'm branding, and all of that. And in real life, I am, what the fuck is this? Again, and like, to what end? It feels unproductive. And I want it to feel good and productive, and I can't figure out what it is that makes it feel like these videos are not good. But he insisted they were. That was nice. And I love him. I'm so glad we're going to be friends again. The whole list is riddled with things that people with shortcut syndrome don't usually digest very well. So again, just like taking a beat, focusing on nutritionist advice, carb, protein, fruit or vegetable, carb, protein, fruit or vegetable, calories, 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 kind of thing. But if you believe for a second I'm not going to eat something self-destructive on my birthday just to cry tears of joy, you are sorely mistaken. You don't know me at all. Why am I publishing this? I should just publish that. Okay, we'll revisit that next week. Nothing to eat or drink for my eating show. Nowhere to go for my half restaurant show. No food described in my way, which I'm told is what I do best. And still we're gonna try. I've come this far, you know, we may as well try. Hope that someone is feeling like this is resonant. I don't know. Really grasping here. I have a theory that peanut butter is giving me diarrhea. Does that feel like a thing? That could be real. Eloise and I had a very nice weekend. He is the best. I think I transitioned in my head to like, there are wonderful things in my life. I can sit here and do this as much as I want, but holy shit, if she isn't just the whole fucking thing, you know? Ew. Ew. Have you ever seen a tiny wasp? Ew. 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 It was just the girls this past weekend. What the swelling is. We went into town. We got coffee and snacks. And she's just like a fucking mayor. And she's just... She's so insightful and inquisitive, and like, I know this is a thing, like, I hear that toddlers are like this. She's the only toddler I've ever hung out with. Not to be this kind of person, but I'm just like, why is my child so much smarter and funner than all the other children? Like, I don't know. She's just like walking down the street and she's like, hi, how's it going? What are you up to today? Can I pet your dog? When's your birthday? What's your favorite color? I'm Eloise. Like, and I just have so many people like look me in the eyes and be like, how old is this child? I have to be like, 2 3/4. I know. So a lot of stopping everything and just like staring into her stunning eyes. She has this little roundness right here, and she'll place it right next to my roundness right here and just like lock faces with me. And it is moments like those that I realize all the damage I was so scared I irreparably did by being hospitalized all those months. We're good. It's good. She knows I'm here now. I'd like to perk up a little bit, if I could. I did double my SSRI this week per psychiatric instructions. So here's hoping that does a little something fun. I gotta rally this somehow. It cannot be like 12 to 14 minutes of straight anxious depression. It cannot. I will eat something fun for lunch. I'll try. I mean, everything I eat is fun. Don't get me wrong. Like, every bit of food that goes in my mouth is still, like, the best time. A bagel would not be a bad idea. Rotisserie chicken moment for the lady. This looks like a CLB kind of moment, no? Should I entertain something like that while this disgusting hair grows out? Because it's only going to get better. You know what? I don't hate that. I don't think anyone around me would like it, but that's not supposed to matter, is it? I mean, it's better than Ozzy Osbourne, may he rest. Look at this. Oh, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? New Jersey is so weird. Can you see what I'm looking at? No, you can't. It's okay. It's creepy. Don't look at it. This past week, bears, foxes, I think that's like a weird molting bat. As I said that, 2 hummingbirds flew by. And that's supposed to be good luck. So you know what? We're going to call it there. We're going to call it there. Okay, everything is fine. Happy birthday to me. I have been reaching out to a bunch of restaurants in the area in an attempt to push my own boundaries, get out there a bit more, get a bit more BTS-y so that I can, in good conscience, call these things food tours. Started like curating like multiple location kind of stuff. And you know, for what it's worth, I am hopeful sometimes that I can begin to pull shit together in a way that feels good. I'll see you next week.